Hello, I'm Mark. I'm making a short video just about the tropical plants that I seem to be accumulating around the house at the moment. I've got a bit of a small collection going on, but they're of some interest to me, and they might be of some interest to some of you keen gardeners out there. They are slightly unusual. This time of year I've got them spread around the house. So starting off, I've got my aloes here, my aloe vera, which is bending over a bit at the moment because it's sort of crunched up on the windowsill, making room for my indoor sweet potatoes. These are my indoor sweet potatoes. I've got 4 varieties here, 2 very sweet ones and 2 a white fleshed red skin and a white flesh white skin. They're my 2 favourites actually. They've got more of a nutty sort of flavour to them. Yeah, they just grow here all winter long and get longer and lankier, and I'll prune them off when they get out of control, and they just sprout out again, and they'll keep doing that all winter long until I decide to take them out and repot them on. I've got an African bush pear, very unusual seedling there. Something you don't see every day. Beautiful burgundy type velvet stem with a strange green seed base to it. Yeah, thought I'd whack it in the soil, give it a go. I'm waiting to plant some. These are Thai galangal, but this isn't your normal galangal. This is a black galangal. This is, you can use it in cooking, but it's used more medicinally. It's actually, they say, an aphrodisiac. In Thailand it's used as an aphrodisiac. I'm growing it more out of interest. As a single father, I don't get much use for aphrodisiacs. Over here I have one of my pride pieces. This is my kaffir lime tree, grown predominantly for its leaves, used a lot in Thai cookery. You can use the fruits as well, grating the zest. There's not much on the inside, the fleshy part. They're very dry, there's not much juice to them, but you can grate them if you can get your limes to grow. But you need a pollinator with this one. It's not self-pollinating, so you do need an unrelated plant to pollinate it to produce the fruits. I've got a very sorry looking banana plant here that was left outside too long, and just got caught a little bit. Not quite the frost got it, but the very cold weather got it, and it's knocked it back a bit, but I suspect it will come back again. I've got a tomato plant on the windowsill. One just about, well, no, it's actually doing okay. It's a little bit lanky, but it's got a few flowers coming on it. This was one left over last year, sitting in a little pot. So I thought I'd pot it up, see how it goes through the winter. It's always lovely to brush past and get that lovely tomato smell. Bit of basil, not particularly exotic. Everyone's got a bit of basil going on. Love a bit of basil in my cooking. It smells delicious. My linnet meal jumping around. Not quite sure if you can see that. Beautiful scene when the daytime is. So I'm going to pause the video and go upstairs and show you some of the others that I've got up in the kids' room. They've got a south facing bedroom with a beautiful warm windowsill, so that's where I keep a lot of my other indoor tropical plants this time of year. So I'm going to pause it and I'll see you upstairs. Okay, here we are in the kids' room, which I hijacked the windowsill. They don't really care. Spend most of their time on that blooming TV playing games. So the windowsill, I've got my bit of an indoor selection going on here. I've got some little bits of turmeric down here. Eddowes, this is a lovely tropical plant. You've got a really nice tuber on them that you, it grows a little bit like a potato, multiplies. Every week or so it sends up another new leaf. You can just see a leaf bursting through here. Got another one, another Edo down there. I don't know if you can see that. I do apologise about the light. I've decided to make this video in the evening because it gets the sun, get a bit of a glare going on in here in the daytime, so it's actually better at night. This is Chinese ginger. Got some Chinese ginger, which is it's okay. Now this is a new thing I've been decided to grow. That's my son turning the light down, which doesn't help. Thinks it's funny. This is my sugar cane. It's growing. Let's see how that does. See how that does in the summer. We've got an avocado here. This is my curry plant. I do love my curry plant, curry leaf. I use that quite a lot in cookery, especially when I'm making taka dal. It goes beautiful in there. I've got some pandan over the back and a little, they've got their own little individual climate. These are quite tricky. They do take a bit of green fingering expertise to grow them. Well, I wouldn't class myself as an expert, but I know a thing or two about growing plants. And yeah, this is just controls the humidity and the temperature a little bit better than it would otherwise if it was just grown in the windowsill. Here I've got, turn the light around a little bit. You can see these better. This is banana I brought indoors. This wouldn't survive outside this time of year. This is a Cavendish banana. It's not very easy to see in this light. Cavendish banana. This will actually give you bananas. Not this one here though. This is one we was messing about with. I put on there to wind the kids up. Yeah, but it does give you tiny little bananas after a few years that will fruit. Got some ginger over the back. I took a piece out of the fridge just for the purpose of the video, so you can see the ginger that grows. Does produce lovely succulent vinegar. This is ginger. This is Japanese ginger, slightly smaller tuber, but very easy to grow. Just always got to make sure you soak any tubers you use to get rid of the anti-growth hormones that they stick onto them when they're in the supermarkets. But once you've soaked them for a good 24 hours, changing the water a few times, I find, leaving it in the airing cupboard nice and warm, takes all the chemicals off it and you get them to grow. Once they've grown, you'll get a bit out of them the first year, but then I find you're best, rather than to start again the next year from fresh ginger, you're better off to use your own that you've grown, because it's much more at the point of living and it seems to just take a lot better, and you'll get a lot better harvest the second year by leaving some of the original in the soil. That bit will be going back in the fridge. The kids have been ill this weekend, so I've been making ginger teas and all sorts for the kids. This is, I've got a prickly pear in the corner there. A Mears lemon, which hasn't done very well, but again, with thanks to Chris, next year I should be keeping this outdoors. It's going to take its first full summer, autumn and winter next year outdoors. See how that goes. This is one of my favourite herbs. I was first given this years ago by a Bayesian lady. They use it a lot in cookery in Barbados. They call it broadleaf thyme. It's also known as Cuban oregano. It's got a lovely thymy oregano-y type smell, and you can make beautiful seasonings out of it. And I chop it up with onions, garlic, all sorts of spices, mix it together and use it as a rub for meat, a bit like you would jerk seasoning. So I've always got a few bits of that going around the windowsill. This is one that's recently been smashed back because I've cooked with it and made something out of the leaves. So yeah, that's a few of my plants from my collection. I hope that was of some interest to you. If you've got any questions about growing these, I've been trying a few of them over the last few years, turmeric, etc. So I've had a few trial and errors. If there's any questions anyone's got about them, I'd be happy to give a little bit of my knowledge onto them. I'm going to go now. I've got my 7-year-old son, thinks he's really funny outside the door, running up and down the landing, turning the light up and down. So I hope that was of some interest. Thank you. Bye bye.